Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya'i Sayyid al-Mursaleen. Nabiyyana Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, faqad qala Allahu subhanahu wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid. Fa'udhu billahi minash shaitan al-rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wan najmi iza hawa. صدق الله العلي العظيم. بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. إنه تعالى ملك كريم جواد بار رؤوف رحيم. عن ابن عباس قال: أمر بي نبيكم صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم ب50 صلاة فسأل ربه أن فجعلها 5 صلوات أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام ببركته: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. बुलंद आवाज से दुरूद पाक का हदिया पेश करें. Recite durood and salawat upon the Messenger of Allah, the noble companions, the Ahl Bayt, and Rasulullah salatu wasalam, the honorable and modest wives. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آلك وأصحابك وأزواجك وعلماء أمتك وشهداء أمتك وأولياء ملتك يا رسول الله يا حبيب الله. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. All praises are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We seek His aid and we seek His assistance from the evil of our actions and from the evil within our souls. Whoever Allah guides, no one can mislead him. Whoever Allah misleads, no one can guide him. I bear witness there is no deity worthy of worship except Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the messenger of Allah. Dear respected brothers who are gathered here today, I greet you with the greetings of peace of Salamualaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Again, I encourage all the brothers to come closer to the safs as fast as you can, please. Closer to the saf that you are, there's more barakah. And it brings muhabbat as well, amongst the brothers as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks in the Quran, in the Ayatul Mubarak, which I had the sharaf of reciting of Surah Al-Najm, Ayatul number 1. He speaks and he says, I gave qasam, wa najmi, wa iza hawa, wa najmi iza hawa. Note that najm is majroor, and there's a qasra, meaning the waw is a qasam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gave a qasam here regarding the star. I gave an oath. Main qasam khata hoon upon that star. Now, when you attribute a star to one of your celebrities, you say filmy star, cricket star, Bollywood star, Lollywood star, cricket star, football star. Why is the word star being used? It is to show that this person has a great personality. He is so great. He's greater. This is why you're using that word star with that person. But here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He knows who is the greatest of the stars, the best of the best, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave qasam upon that star, the one that has no other better character ever in this dunya, the greatest, the reason for this dunya to be created, the impeccable character of this human being, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, is mentioned as this star. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given qasam upon this star. This star is a glowing star. Because of this star, the stars have been glowing, the moon have been glowing. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives this evidence of this Quran that I have given you oath based on the star. I give qasam on that star. That qasam is Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Imam Jalaluddin as-Sayyuti, rahmatullah alayhi, in the Jalalain, he has said, this ayatul Mubarak in the Surah Al-Najm is regarding Isra wal Mihraj of Rasulullah salatu wasalam. Of the Najm, meaning the star that have descended when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seen the beatific vision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the Asul Maqasid of every prophet has mu'jizat. But Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam's mu'jizat are four that no other prophet had. One, the opening of his chest, the open heart surgery that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam had, where your heart was taken out, where Jibreel Amin placed his heart from somewhere else. The Sahabas have seen the line which Jibreel Amin have seen, which human being without any medical device, without any equipment, where Jibreel Amin took the heart of Rasulullah salatu wassalam and put it on one platter, a silver platter, and washed the heart of Rasulullah salatu wassalam. This mu'jizat has never been to any other Nabi again. The second mu'jizat is the wahi of the Quran. The third mu'jizat is that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam from his finger Mubarak has split the moon. And the fourth mu'jizat that never has been before, that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, where the matter of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had went from Masjid al-Haram to Masjid al-Aqsa, and then went to the seven heavens, seen the whole kainat, and then have seen the beatific vision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No other prophet had this liberty. No other prophet had this sharaf except Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And this is on the base on tonight of Isra wal Mihraj of Rasulullah salatu wa sallam. Every prophet had a mihraj. Every prophet had a mihraj of his capacity, but no one had the capacity that to see the beatific vision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here, Sayyida Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, she said, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was laying down in the Bistar Mubarak. As he left the Bistar Mubarak, the bed was still warm, the door was still shingling, the handle was still shingling, and he came back. And this happened in a matter of no time. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala suspended the world for that time, where Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam seen the whole of the kainat. And then Rasulullah salatu wa salam has mentioned, and Sayyida Aisha, the Ravia of this hadith, she's seen, I have seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with my own eyes. I have seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with my own eyes. Now we understand physics, my brothers. Hukm al-adi is Sharia, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this dunya in formation. There's a formation, there's a nizam, and it's called Hukm al-adi. So nothing can break this nizam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And mu'jizat are occurred when this time of hukm adi is suspended. That's when the mu'jizat will occur, and it's only done by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is called the sunnah of Allah, and in the sharia it's called kharaq al-adat, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can do whatever He wants, whenever He wants, and He can make things happen. So we have learned that mu'jizat can occur when it suspends your perceptive mind in coalition, and also in physics, your physical approach, when meaning your akal doesn't understand anymore of what is happening. This is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will construct and do what He pleases and when He wants, because some people are munkar of or disbelieve of the Isra wal Mihraj. But before we go to the Isra, again, as usually what we do, We speak about the evidences of the Quran because we are from the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. We speak dalil from the Quran first. Is there any evidence that this occurred again in the Quran? I'll give you just 2 evidences because of time, and I'll leave you for tonight when you come see me for the night of Isra wal Mi'raj. Hazrat Uzair alayhi salam. Hazrat Uzair alayhi salam, he asked Allah, how, in Surah Al-Baqarah, how can it be that he can create things? Hazrat Uzair alayhi salam was put to rest for 100 years, and then again resurrected for 100 years, and then he was created again as a human being. He was resurrected, and then his donkey was resurrected as well, that was killed in front of him. The bones, the flesh, everything of the donkey was created again. And then not even that, the roti, the bread of Hazrat Uzair 100 years ago was still mawjood and not rotten. So this is a meaning that Allah can do whatever He wants. And in physics, it's called time dilation. Time dilation, that Allah can do whatever He wants and stop the time. And look, the roti had no fungus. The roti had nothing. But after 100 years, the donkey of Hazrat Uzair was resurrected. The food was eaten again after 100 years. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam, when Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam in his majlis, he asked, is there anyone that can bring the takht of Balqis? And any time Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam asked his majlis, and Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam had the ilm of the qudra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is given to him, meaning he had the ability to speak to animals, to speak to birds, to speak to jinns, to speak to unseen. Hazrat Sulaiman asked, one jinn said, Ifrit in the Quran, yes, I can bring Nabi Allah, but in a matter of time, 2 hours, I can bring the takht for you. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam said, no, I need something faster. He said, yes. One person from the ghaib, he spoke, the friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Nabi Allah, Ya Sulaiman, I can bring that takht. By time you blink, I can bring that takht for you. The ulama ikram said, who is this person? This person is the wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who had the knowledge of the revelation of the Torah and Zabur. Now I'm going to ask you, if he was the Sahaba of Sulaiman alayhi salam, now what about the Sahabas of Rasulullah salatu wasalam, who had the knowledge of the Quran, when Sayyidina Umar was on the mimbar and he was telling all of his army commanders, oh Sariya, move, the enemy is there. Hazrat Umar was on the mimbar, was commanding his army members. And this is the ilm of the people of the Quran. So if this was the Sahaba's maqam, then what is the maqam of Rasulullah salatu wasalam, who had the knowledge of the Quran? Because of him we got the Quran. And this is because of the karam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my brothers. And this is the ilm of revelation. And this ilm of revelation is to only Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rasulullah salatu wa salam, in the Isra wal Mi'raj, when he was taken, he had seen some parts of the dunya, and it showed about our aqidah. Jibreel Amin asked, Ya Rasulullah, do you know where you are? Yes, we are at a part where one Nabi was born, and this is the birthplace of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. Recite 2 rakat nawafil. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam recited 2 rakah. And then this is the mountain of Sinai, of Sina. Recite 2 rakat, Ya Rasulullah. Meaning to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding Jibreel Amin to Rasulullah salatu wasalam, where there is a markaz of the Anbiya wa Rasul, where there is tabarukat, where there's holy places, you must perform nawafil there as well for supererogatory prayers. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did so. And then from the Isra wal Mi'raj, my brothers, when he entered Masjid al-Aqsa, meaning Bayt al-Maqdis, in the area, 124,000 Nabi and Rasul were waiting for Rasulullah salatu wasalam for istiqbal. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam was the leader of Anbiya wa Rasul and led the salah of 124,000 kam or pesh, Anbiya wa Rasul behind him, and it was told that, Ya Rasulullah, you become the Imam and you lead Salah. My question to you again, logically, when the people said Islam came at the age of 40, or Rasulullah salatu wasalam became Muslim at 40, what Salah was he reading? What namaz was Rasulullah salatu wasalam was reading? When he was leading Salah, Salah was not even prescribed to Rasulullah salatu wasalam. But here Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is leading Salah with a tamam Anbiya wa Rasul. So this came to know that Rasulullah salatu wasalam, his family, his khandan, all of his lineage were all Muslim. And they had the ilm of understanding the tariqah of Salah. And then my brothers, after the Salah, it was ordered for Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam to visit all of the heavens of the 7 samawat, and then the arsh, and then the kursi, and then the arsh, and then had the beatific vision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then all of this was done in a miraculous time where there was no time, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pak from makan, not maqam. And makan, there is no makan, la makan, not maqam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala befits himself in a maqam, not a makan. Allah is pak from direction. Allah is pak from space. Allah is pak from resemblance. This is what the theologians have said. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala befitted his vision for Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam at a maqam, not a makan. This is why it was at La Makan, a place of no place, where Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam went. And this is what we have to understand, my brothers. Rasulullah salatu wasalam, from night to journey, had seen everything and came back as his bed was warm. And then salutations to Hazrat Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala an, where the mockers have said, Ya Rasulullah, you were doing the mimbar of the khutbah, and you said, I have did this and saw this. And then the mockers, Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab, said, Oh Abu Bakr, do you know what your friend is saying? He's seen all of this a matter of no time. Do you believe so? Abu Bakr said, whatever Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I believe. And this is why his maqam is as-Siddiq in the heavens. And this is why the laqab of Abu Bakr was given as as-Siddiq. Because of this, even up to now, understand this is dalil al-qat'i in the Quran. Whoever is the munkar of the Isra wal Mi'raj, because it's mentioned in the Quran, is away from Islam and is away from the aqeedah of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, because as a mandatory, it is dalil al-qat'i in the Quran to believe so. And whoever is munkar of this is not a believer of Islam and is out of the fold of Islam. So this was my time of speaking about some lessons of Isra wal Mi'raj. But 3 minutes I have, but I will speak to you about the 7 prophets that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam has seen in the heavens. And there's a reason for them. Hazrat Adam alayhi salam was exiled in the first summer in Jannah. The meaning that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam was mirroring this prophet, that he was going to be exiled in Makkah Mukarramah. Hazrat Yahya alayhi salam was going to be tortured and he was killed. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam had assassination attempts of 13 times in his life. Number 3, and with Hazrat Isa alayhi salam as well. Hazrat Idri, Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam in the 3rd samawat, where again the shafqat of Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam coming back to his qawm and forgiving them. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam has forgave the people of Makkah when he had came back. 4th, and the Asman, and the Samawat, Hazrat Idris alayhi salam, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raised Idris his maqam, and the same mirroring of Rasulullah salatu wa salam, wa rafa'ana laka zikrak, where Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam zikr is esteemed and high and highly praised, and this is the mirroring of Hazrat Idris alayhi salam. Number 5, Hazrat Harun alayhi salam, his qawm went against him as well. Number 6, Hazrat Harun, Musa alayhi salam, the Shariat has been brought down, the same Shariat that Allah, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has brought. And with similarity of them to the Bani Israel and the Shariat Muhammadiyah. And number 7 is Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. We're mirroring that Hajj. That Hajj was important, that the Sunnah of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam inducted into the Shariat of Muhammadiyah. This is the only prophet that which the Sunnah of that prophet is into the Shariat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So these are some of the lessons that we can learn from Isra wal Mi'raj. I invite everyone tonight at Maghrib to speak depthly about it. It is impossible to speak in 25 minutes about Isra wal Mi'raj, but it is important for you to understand the lessons of Isra wal Mi'raj. And this night, there's so much barakah, there's so much fazila in this night. So I encourage all the brothers to come after Maghrib. If I have said anything today in error, it is from my lack of knowledge, and whatever you have benefited from today, it is from the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.